All right, so yesterday we talked about comparisons of equality as well as comparisons of inequality. Um, and as we were talking about comparaciones de igualdad, so comparisons of equality, we first talked about these couple of formulas uh, for making these comparisons. So we had tan plus an adjective or adverb plus como is going to be as tasty or as early as that kind of deal. Then we talked about if it's a noun, we'll not use tan, we'll use tanto or tanta, and then it also has the plural options. Plus noun plus como is as much or as many as. So there were a few examples we had in our notes. So with an adjective, it looks something like these grapes are as tasty as those ones over there. Estas uvas son tan ricas como aquellas. Or with a noun, this one we'd have to match gender number with the noun. There are as many girls as boys. Hay tantas chicas como chicos. All right, and then this is where we're up to yesterday in the notes. So tan and tanto can also be used for emphasis rather than to compare. So one of their uses is to compare, which is our main focus, but they can be used for another purpose, which is to be extra emphatic. So tan can mean the word so, tanto or tanta, so much, tantos or tantas, so many. So for example, your lunch is so big. Tu almuerzo es tan grande. So this tan here is going to have this idea of so big. He eats so much food. So this so much, we're going to be looking at not tan, but tanto or tanta. And it's going to be tanta, comida is singular, feminine. So this is going to match with it. Él come tanta comida. They prepare so many dishes. This is going to be, again, using tantos or tantas because dishes is plural. And it's going to be masculine because platos is plural. So, ellos preparan tantos platos. They prepare so many dishes. That cow is so fat. Again, using tan because it's going to be so. It's going to be talking about so as an adverb. That cow is so fat. Esa vaca es tan gorda. All right, comparisons of equality with verbs. So we've looked at them with adjectives with nouns, comparisons of equality. We've also looked at how tan and tanto can be used for emphasis. Now we're going to look at comparisons of equalities with verbs. And those are going to be formed by placing tanto como after the verb. One big thing to note here is tanto doesn't change gender number in this instance. It's always going to be tanto. There's nothing that it's going to match with. So for example, here's what our formula will look like. Verb plus tanto como. You travel as much as my aunt. Tu viajas tanto como mi tía. So there you have that verb plus tanto como and then my aunt. And this tanto does not match with anything. It doesn't have to match with the tu. It doesn't have to match with the tía. It just stays tanto. They talk as much as my sisters. Ellos hablan tanto como mis hermanas. All right, and that is where we are going to stop for today. We'll do the rest on Monday probably. You can just stop there. If you have questions, you can ask them on Monday when I get back.